Hi, welcome to Cut and Uncut again with Daphne and Bonnie Violet. My name is Daphne and I'm cut.
And I'm Bonnie Violet, and I'm uncut. Here we talk about all things trans.
And then some.
In this episode, we'll be reacting to fashion, our first one, and music videos.
All right. We also want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to our Patreon members Skylar Bean, Jacob Blankenship, Elizabeth, Danielle Loyal, and Bertha D. Hugs and kisses.
And be sure to subscribe and watch it. It's on YouTube. Listen and rate us on Spotify. Join us on Patreon. Follow us on the TikTok. And be sure to get your merch.
Got mine, Bonnie.
Me too.
We also want to take this time to thank our YouTubers, Bodhi Stavas and Mark Chase 8892, who suggested our Ren videos for this episode, Bonnie.
Oh, yep, we're doing more Ren. Are you excited about that?
Yes. I really like the Ren video, so I'm eager to see what else was suggested. Why?
Yeah, no more.
Who suggested it? Which one of our YouTubers suggested it?
Yeah, so it was Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark was the one who suggested our Ren videos. We're going to be listening to Ginny and Screech's story.
Okay. I've heard of Screech, but that was on Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, it's not
that Screech.
That Screech, no.
There's two Screeches in the world.
yes. There wasn't enough.
Okay.
With the one.
So, Bonnie, are we going to start off with the fashion video tonight?
Yep, we are. So do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes. So a friend of mine named Kamani, who I just absolutely adore, he is so fine. He sent this video to me, and I had heard a little bit about this designer. The designer's name is Maison Margiela. His label is known for creative and androgynous designs. He's also known for his legacy with the Haute Couture, holding the official Haute Couture affiliation from the Fédération Française de la Couture since 2012. So some people may have known him as formerly Maison Margiela. So I just wanted to see what your reaction is to Haute Couture fashion, and something in this particular fashion show really stood out and made a huge trend that a lot of people are following. So I invite you to watch this video and see how this fashion house relates to you and your fashion sense. What is your style?
My fashion sense. And let's just put it out there. I am an amateur fashion talker, commentator. Like, this will be my first time. I wouldn't say that I watch a lot of, I don't know that I've really watched too many fashion videos. I definitely don't know I don't know the lingo and that sort of stuff, but I'm excited to look. I mean, I love looking at pretty things. So
when you hear hoe, you think of a different word for haute couture.
You said hoe?
Haute couture. It's pronounced haute couture, but
I know how it's HAUTE.
Yes, but it's pronounced haute couture.
Haute couture.
Haute couture. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not
right.
I'm not good with language. I struggle with English.
Okay.
All right. So we ready to start?
Let's do it, Bonnie. Roll the footage.
Let's play that beautiful footage.
Get ready.
Am I finally enough for you? Am I worth your precious time? Can't believe why you pulled me through. 'Cause tonight it's me, myself, and I. On this twilight, I won't come home. My lips are sealed, my eyes is fire. Fire, fire, fire. But here you come and go. Tonight, oh. 'Cause tonight it's me, myself, and I. On this twilight, I won't come home. My lips are sealed, my eyes is fire. But here you come and go.
I'm like, where's the fashion?
First of all, the fashion was right there. I have never really watched a fashion show start with a singer that really kind of, his voice is amazing. I like the way that he has his voice with the soulful chorus line in the back, kind of like a church vibe.
He kind of has Freddie Mercury vibes.
Yes.
Like, when I first saw it, I was like, ooh, Freddie Mercury. But I don't know if it doesn't sound like a Freddie Mercury song. I don't know that I've heard the song before. All right, well let's keep it going.
Now it's so hard to please you, oh, to be the one you will bring home. But now I'm better on my own. No, I don't need your love. No, I don't need. No, I don't need your love. No, I don't need. No, I don't need your love. No, I don't need. No, I don't need your love. Your love, I don't need your love. Tonight, I think I'm more than enough for you. You know it's my precious time. Can't believe what you pulled me through. 'Cause tonight it's me, myself, and I. On this by lights, I won't come home. My lips are sealed, my eyes set fire. Fire, fire, fire. But you come and go. Tonight, 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 oh. 'Cause tonight it's me, myself, and I. Long days by lights, I won't come home. My lips are silk, my eyes is fire. But you come and go. And now it's so hard to please you, oh, to be the one you will bring home. But now I'm better on my own. No, I don't need your love. I would have done anything for your love. But I can tell that now I don't need your love. No, I don't need your love. I love me. 'Cause tonight it's me, myself, and I. Long this boy lights, I won't come home. My lips are silk, my eyes is fire. But you come and go. And I work so hard to please you, oh, to be the one you will bring home. But now I'm better on my own. No, I don't need your love.
Sometimes I'm like,
Let's do it.
Would you like to take a walk with me offline?
so is this like on a screen?
So this is the setting for the show. So as you can see, he's giving you clips of the fashion, and it's giving a dramatic taste of the backstage. It's kind of a scene of backstage cabaret, you know. That's the waistline for the model. And this is when the show begins. Here. So here, you can pause it here. Okay, so what do you think of so far of what's going on? What does it do for you so far? What are you thinking?
It's intriguing. I'm just like wondering where the fashion is.
Right.
I'm excited to see it. I'm curious as to see, like, I guess when it's going to come out or how it's going to come out. It almost seems like, I don't know, because like I couldn't tell if maybe this was like on a screen. Like I'm trying to think about like if you were at the fashion show, what your experience is, and maybe this was just made for video.
Yes.
Yeah. So this was just like something that was done after the show, or.
Well, we're still waiting for your reaction. So the way that I perceive it so far is that it's giving me a sense of Paris and how the underworld kind of, the other side of Paris is, you see the daytime Paris, and this is the underground nighttime of Paris.
Kind of
It's a
dark
different version of, I see a mix of culture. I see a mixture of, these are just through my eyes. I see music. You can see the seediness, how the streets are of Paris at night. It's setting a tone, a vibe so far. That's what I'm getting. Do you get that?
There's definitely kind of like the sex appeal and the literal sexiness about it, and like the BDSM kind of vibe with the or maybe even just the pain of fashion. But also I'm curious, or I'm almost reading some of it as like a nod to maybe like a different decade, like maybe, I'm not sure which one. I want to say like the 20s or 30s, but I wouldn't say I know exactly, but it feels like it's an older, like from another time.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
This is all leading up to the show. And this is how they're getting to the runway. All of this.
Wow.
This is haute couture, high luxury fashion.
It looks better once you can see the corset, but when it was just the silhouette, I was like,
You gotta wear this when you go out next week, Bonnie. What you mean? I gotta wear this.
I love the corset. I love like a shape. That's extreme.
There's something else that's very provocative about this. That's setting the world on fire, and you'll see that as we go.
Just the corset you don't or pursue against.
I've been walking in the same way as I did, and missing out the cracks in the pavement, and tutting my heel and strutting my feet. Is there anything I can do for you, dear? Is there anyone I could call? No, and thank you, please, madame. I ain't lost, just wondering. Round my hometown, memories of phrase. Round my hometown, ooh, the people I've made are the wonders of my world. How the wonders of my world. How the wonders of this world are the wonders and now.
What's that?
I wanted to this is what's setting the world on fire.
Yeah.
Not only is it the earth tones. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've seen like on TikTok, there was all like this kind of like where people were trying to figure out how they got that effect. So I didn't recognize the designer. I think I heard more about the makeup, like, because even when you mentioned the name of the designer, it didn't sound familiar to me. But I think it would have said the name of the makeup artist too. I can't think of who it is right now. I would have been like, oh, okay, I've seen this, but I've only seen like some clips, and then I've seen people use it's like a face mask that was like sprayed onto people with like a gun. Like what's those what are the
airbrush? Yeah.
Airbrush, yeah.
So this is where the trend is setting. But this is where it shows you whole couture, not only just the fashion line, but the hair, the skin, the makeup. I mean, it's so brand new. It's so trendy. The earth tones are fabulous. It's giving clean lines. The drape is very dramatic. I think for me, and the hair is just, it's totally high fashion. And that is what really stood out. And I think this is what sets this house apart from the normalcy of every day. It's because, and that's to me is what makes it haute couture or high luxury, is because you're not going outside every day looking like this.
Yeah, no, but I do feel like the vibe is like almost like an older kind of like a class, like it kind of seems like back when there was like a class system. They almost seem like young, I want to say aristocrats, or like the young socialites, like basically the rich kids that maybe like still smoke cigarettes and do like the seedy things, but they come from some sort of like influence, I guess, of another time and another space. But it does read now too.
Yeah, see, I don't get that. What I get is the poor and the poor people. And I get that this is how they live their lives, you know, the drugs, the darkness of old parody. Where'd you go, Bonnie? This is what I perceived. There you are. Okay.
What happened?
I don't know. Maybe Margiela didn't like what you said.
I'm gonna have to, what did I say?
You said rich kids. This is not for the rich kids.
Well, it almost, I guess the thing of it is, I feel like it's like, I get the vibe of like, it's rich kids, but they're like trying to be like,
they want to mimic the poor.
Exactly, which there is kind of that element of like poverty chic, if luxury, if you will, which is really gross. But I think they have like restaurants and stuff that kind of have that vibe too, where it's like,
yeah. And if you can remember, the first one that ever really set that off, if I can remember her name, she's from the 80s, and she was not even considered one of the high top models, but she definitely paved her way. She married Johnny Depp back in the day. I forget her name, but she was considered the first waif model because she looked heroin chic. Is the words that, and I can't remember her name. So if anybody knows in the comments of what this model's name was, please let us know, because it's evading me right now.
I'm trying to find where we were.
We were a little past that. We were in. Keep going a little bit, a little more.
Okay.
Now, what do you think of that trench coat, by the way?
It's great. I mean, it's all really cool so far.
Okay, because the fashion is kind of where I'm at with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the hair, the makeup, the fashion. I feel like it's...
And the androgyny men with the pantyhose. All for it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
The people I've made are the wonders of my world. How the wonders of my world. How the wonders of this world are the wonders and now.
Was that padding? Was she padded? No?
No, sweetie, that's her body cinched to the...
This
is what we call cinched to the gods.
That's how the proportions look. Yeah. Because I'm like, it doesn't look padded, but it seems abnormally large for the body type, I guess. But it's just the way that, yeah. Short skirts, short
thoughts and shades. I like it in the city when two worlds collide. You get the people and the government, everybody taking different sides. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit. Shows that we are united. Shows that we ain't gonna take it. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit. Shows that we are united. Round my hometown, memories are fresh. Round my hometown, ooh, the people I met, yeah.
Yeah, I keep like going back and forth of feeling like there's like this, like they're kind of like the rich brats, you know, like, but I feel like the rich kids, but like kind of the like Cruel Intention vibe kind of rich kids. But then there's also, but then like that last one felt more of like a beggar, or, you know, somebody who lives on the street or is, you know, asking for things on the street.
Do you think that it gives you the impression with vamp in it? Is that a, you know, do you feel like there's a vamp side? Like, you know,
I wondered the vampire thing at the beginning, but I don't think it doesn't read that way to me anymore. I think I just thought that at first because it was like all black and white, and and then there was just some like kind of nearness to the neck stuff that kind of felt like that might be.
Do you get a goth vibe from it as well? I seem to get a gothic vibe from it. Victorian era. There's so much to it.
I definitely read like even like royals, or like, you know, like the maybe Victorian. I don't necessarily get the gothic vibe, I guess, but I guess maybe my perception of gothic is, you know, like pale face and black everything, and you know what I mean. And I'm sure, you know, this very well could be considered gothic as well. I'm not sure.
And what do you think of the fabrics that he used on these looks? Do you think the garments could have used a different garment to make it pop, like a different fabric? You really don't know what much
it's
fabric.
Really interesting because it's but it's really interesting because it, in some ways, I think there is that element of like that simplicity, like that. I think like I want to say poverty, or the minimal aspect to it, but the fabrics, no, they seem rich. Like you have like the really thin, kind of like beautiful, kind of heavy. Just they seem heavy the way that they fall, but they're beautiful, you know. And but then there's also like the really thick, more like denims. You know, the canvas maybe, or I'm not sure what the actual would be, but it's kind of like there's kind of that push and pull, I think, of the, again, of kind of like the rich and the poor, and the thick, more utilitarian type fabric versus more, I guess, beautiful and rich, like almost like silks or metallic.
Yeah. I think the color patterns that they were selectively chosen to give a darker feel to this line.
But I don't think it reads as just black. Like it's really interesting.
No,
there's
dark
not
earth tones.
Exactly, but it still kind of seems colorful. Like I wouldn't say it, you know what I mean? Like it seems colorful, and maybe that's just like the spot of like, maybe that's the red hair and the makeup, but
the hint of color, the one spot of color to justify it, like the bottom of the red shoe, or there's always one little hint of color, and the color is always what?
Well, it's always like an orangey red color. Orange
color
or red.
Of what? Would you say like color of blood, or just that one hint of?
Well, but I feel like there's the orangey, but there's also kind of the yellow, the yellowish brown, kind of khaki, I guess.
There's a lot of army green.
Like not like a khaki. Yeah, I guess those would be like, but earth tones, but like a bright earth tone, almost like a
mint. There's a lot of mint.
Yeah,
I just feel like lace. There's a lot of black lace fabrication in there, and silks. There's some silk in there as well.
Yeah.
With the pompadour punched in, you know, in the back of the bustle. I mean,
Mhm.
great stuff. I personally think it's a great line.
Yeah. Well, and it looks like the only undergarment is a corset. Like there's not bras, there's not,
Yeah, them sisters are busty.
you know, I'm sure there's not, yeah, it just feels like the corset is like the centerpiece, I guess, the the focal point.
Okay. Okay. Let's keep going. Blonde. Huh?
I couldn't tell if that model was like male or female or non-binary.
But it's an androgynous line. So
Very much, yeah. But I mean, some of them are overtly feminine, and you know what I mean. Like like especially like that person there is. I mean, there's kind of a more feminine shape, whereas like
vivacious girls in there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my world, yeah. Oh, my world. Oh, my world, yeah.
Gorgeous. Love that look. Come on.
Yeah.
I just want to add in here that there's so much in this fashion show to unpack, and you keep throwing yourself off the camera with me. There's so much to unpack here for the simple fact that this is not your traditional runway. The fashion, the walk is different. It's the shoes are all different. They're just, you know, the Victorian look to the shoes, the double clawed foot shoe. I mean, there's just so much.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the padded, you know, the walk, and it's just it's a lot. I'm excited for this line.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and that one model looks amazing.
Which model?
And the way she's walking, like
The
it's
white coat.
yeah, it's like unworldly. It almost feels like a puppet, almost like a, you know, like a marionette kind of movement.
Where you have to forward the video way back again.
I know, like I don't know
We're working through it. We're working through it.
I don't know why it keeps happening. Were we maybe a little further than that?
Yeah, a little bit more.
Let's go ahead and start. Let's just go from here. Sound good?
I'm with it. Got so much.
Reactions. I'm like,
the millinery, meaning the hats, it's giving
I've
you
been
a whole
walking in the same way
the era
as I did, missing out the cracks in the pavement and tutting my heel and strutting my feet. Is there anything I can do for you, dear? Is there anyone I could call? No, and thank you, please, madame. I ain't lost, just wondering. From my hometown, memories of grace. From my hometown, ooh, the people I've made. How the wonders of my world. How the wonders of my world. How the wonders of this world. How the wonders now. I like it in the city when the air is so thick and opaque. I love it to see everybody in short skirts, shorts and shades.
it's one thing that's just coming up for me just now. You know, I've like kind of been going back and forth with like
Yeah.
rich but the poor. It like for whatever reason I was kind of thinking about like San Francisco, and when I was in San Francisco, just in the sense of like that stark, because I feel like there's this like luxury richness, like walking around and next to like poverty. And that's the thing that really kind of sticks out to me, like in San Francisco, that's really hard for people, is that like there's this huge, very obvious difference from like you have people who literally have millions upon millions of dollars that are like walking out of their condos or their apartments or whatever and stepping over people who are like using drugs or don't have a home or they live there. You know what I mean? And it's such a vast, like stark contrast, I guess.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you this question. Say you had the opportunity to wear these items is this a fashion that you would like to purchase? Have you, and where would you wear something? Where do you see this type of clothing being worn, this type of fashion? Down streets, you said in San Francisco and the heroines?
No. I mean, I feel like especially like I think the more feminine ones are a lot more luxe. And I think they almost feel like you could only wear them like a fashion show or an award show.
Or at your sugar daddy house.
Or something like, yeah. At a castle, you know, like
a masquerade ball.
Exactly, yeah.
Or the P. Diddy parties.
Well, yeah, it might be a little too fancy for the P. Diddy party, but a different vibe. I don't know.
What do you think? Would you think that that's Adele singing also? Is that Adele?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, she definitely carries in there, huh?
I know. I'm hoping that we don't have copyright issues with either the video or the
This is just for educational purposes only. We want to put that out there.
Well, and technically you can like be a commentator on things, and it's not like, so I can put it in there, but I'm still figuring out how we do it. People are doing it, so it's just figuring out
we just sharing our love of the culture, the pop culture.
Yes. All right. I feel like we haven't made it anywhere.
Well, we can go ahead and, you know.
No, I want to finish it. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Here we go.
I like it in the city when two worlds collide. Get the people and the government, everybody taking different sides. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit. Shows that we are united. Shows that we ain't gonna take it. Shows that we ain't gonna stand shit. Shows that we are united. Round my hometown, memories are praying. Round my hometown, ooh, the people I met, yeah.
Next time you tell me I have too much setting free, I'm gonna be like,
I see a lot of women's suits, and a lot of these clothing are going to be trickled down to the masses for us to buy maybe one day, but not in the same style. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah, they would have to like make it more accessible.
You'll have to buy the rights, I guess, and then make them into ready to wear, because haute couture is not ready to wear. That's a whole nother line.
I'm curious what the statement is behind it. I
I
still
love that one Alice in Wonderland dress. I mean, not Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, that looked like
Dorothy dress.
Yeah. Well, and then I felt like there was also the vibe of maybe like, you know, some of them seem like cleaners or something.
There's so many different looks here that's just phenomenal. The little black dress, all of it. It's all in there. It's in there.
I like this like socks and also kind of like statement.
Got a little Annie Lennox going on. Yeah. A little silly. Color purple going on.
I've been walking in the same way as I did, and missing out the cracks in the pavement, and tutting my heel and strutting my feet. Is there anything I can do for you, dear? Is there anyone I could
I think
call?
you should pause it.
No one
What's that?
You should pause it, because when you're talking, when this is going and you're talking, I can't hear the book. Like this tones out, the music tones out your voice.
Yeah, well, and I'm like still figuring out volume stuff too, but no, I really like the makeup on the really dark skinned people. Like I think it looks amazing on, and then like the actual more white, not as like
Your porcelain skinned, yeah.
like I feel like those look really good. On the others, it just reads a little more subtle, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
So it
And
kind of
they use more cream.
Yeah, I think it just takes you away from the overall aesthetic. But anywho, we'll go back. Sorry.
Thank you, please, madame. I ain't lost, just wondering. Round my hometown, memories of phrase. Round my hometown, ooh, the people I've made. How the wonders of my world. How the wonders of my world. How the wonders of this world. How the wonders and now.
Just the walks alone. You keep dipping on me, Bonnie. Meanwhile,
I don't know
y'all
what.
got your merch. How dare you?
No, I don't know what's causing that. It's so annoying. I can't tell if it's like the internet connection or what is causing it.
Oh my
did. Is there anyone I could call?
We were way back.
Will there be
There we go.
I like it in the city when the air is so full.
Brother! 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 Traditionally, I think the bridal gown is always the last to finish a show.
Mhm. And that's the singer at the end, right? Was the designer at the end, or usually the designer ends? Don't they?
I didn't see the designer at the end of this one.
Yeah, because it looked like it was the singer
Yeah.
that was at the tail or whatever.
Well, thoughts, questions, concerns? Fashion.
No, I thought it was. Yeah, I mean, I'm a lay person, but yeah, it seemed really interesting. I definitely was. I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I felt like I was trying to figure out too much, like why did they do this, or why are they walking that way, or what are they supposed to be portraying, or that sort of stuff. So it definitely kept my mind spinning.
Well, you as a creative person, Bonnie, I've seen your creativity. It clearly you can find some inspiration in what it was done. Because to me, that whole collection was simply art. And that's all you could really get from it. It's just art. I don't think it's even wearable, because I could not cinch my waist. I wouldn't make it 3 minutes after the front door.
Yeah, that was wild. I'm like, but I actually, to be honest, I was thinking I have like a drag show in a couple of nights, and I'm like, I could, because my look is, it's you're gonna see a lot of my body underneath, and so I could cinch it probably pretty small. Maybe I could be inspired.
Out of it.
Inspired a little
Look at
bit,
my soul.
and definitely, I think I'm gonna go heavy on the. I probably wouldn't go all the way into this, but I maybe do like I have like this setting spray that makes you look really moist and shiny.
Well,
So I might just do something like that. So yeah, I'll try to use a little inspiration, I guess.
I'm glad you're inspired. It makes
Could
me
be
feel
cool.
good. So we're at 55. We also want to invite all of you to continue to give us comments. Let us know what you thought of the fashion show, right, Bonnie?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let us know what you thought. If you have other fashion shows you'd like for us to check out or you would suggest to us, that would be great as well. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So I know we're gonna do
Sorry.
the rent, but
What's that?
I have to go to the ladies' room.
Do you want to, we can pause it.